You guys ready to bring him out? All right, let's bring him out. Louis.
Be louder than that.
Capaldi.
Did you turn it on for him?
Hello. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Does anyone follow him on Instagram, by the way? He's like the funniest guy ever on Instagram.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. But sorry, I'm trying to open a bottle.
I brought my special glasses just for you.
Oh, they're they're
Is that a
lovely.
good look, or?
Yeah, they're great. There's
Minnesota
tape around them
Wild?
quite significantly. Well, you got a hat on that says I'm Louis Capaldi as well.
Oh, I was supposed to get the other one. I never got one, by the way. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, Craig.
We can organise it.
Capitol Records guy.
Yeah.
Capital Craig.
Capital Craig blew it.
Weird,
Tom.
Because in the UK, that's a completely different name.
What's that?
Craig, we would call him.
Craig?
Craig.
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 C-R-A-I-G.
Craig.
Craig.
Is there a little roll on the R? Craig.
Craig. Well, I never realised that as Scottish people have we roll our R's slightly, but turns out we do.
Look, it's not as bad as a Boston accent. So my whole family's from Massachusetts originally, and if you talk to my mom on the phone, you can't even understand her. It's almost like it's another language. Like she'll say ka, pak, every time, and it's like, Mom.
Yeah. How does she say Craig?
I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out.
Craig.
Yeah.
That's just so weird. It must be like I always think it must be such a weird thing. Obviously, over here, you're. Oh, thank you very much.
I don't want them anymore, but I want you to have them.
Obviously, over here, you're Craig, and it's like, oh, I'm Craig, and that's my name, and everyone calls me Craig. And then if you go to the UK on work or whatever on a holiday, people are like, oh, Craig, and you're like, who am I? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like an existential crisis. You're like, I don't know who I am anymore. In the UK, I'm a completely different person because my name's so different.
I hear that the people at Capitol Records don't know who you are either.
No, that's true.
Security guy calls you Capaldi? Is that correct?
So we rocked up and he said, oh, is this Louis Capaldi? And I went, yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. I think that
Sounds like a sandwich shop.
Louis Capaldi's, yeah.
Capatelli's.
Yeah.
Fresh roast beef.
I think, because just as I was getting like, oh, you know, the song's doing quite well over here, the music's starting, albums started to climb on charts, I was like, here we go, America, here we come. And then he said Louis Capaldi, and I just went. Yeah.
That Capitol building, by the way, I mean, most people don't have the experience of actually going to the Capitol Records building in LA. It's so cool. It's like the circular building. It's got a perfect view on the top. It's insane. And then you go through like this little tour deal, and you're looking at like original things of the Beatles, and you're like, this is insane. Like, this is so much history right here in this one room.
Don't leave out the Beach Boys, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
This guy.
It's the Beatles and the Beach Boys, and then you've also got, like stuff from like the, you got like Migos things as well, if you like that.
Then you got Louis Capaldi.
Louis Capaldi's in there. So it goes.
Capaldi.
It definitely goes like this. It goes Beach Boys, Beatles, Migos, and then you get to like Louis Capaldi, and then it's like that's all my stuff. So it's like there's a lot of good stuff in there, but there's also a lot of mash cricket. Oh,
Hey, you know what? We're not live on the radio.
Let me see.
So
we're not live.
We're good.
Yeah,
is
we're
everybody
good.
over 18? Swear away. Swear
Yeah.
away, dude.
Yes, come on.
Seriously?
Woo!
I'm going to start keeping count of F-bombs. Let me see how many you can get in fact.
we should have one of the bars where you put $1 in every time he swears.
$1.
I love it. I like
There's something great about someone from England swearing. It sounds different than Americans. Almost sounds more
Scotland.
sweeter.
I'm from Scotland.
Are you going to hit him? Because he said you're from
No,
England?
I'm fine.
No, I mean from Europe. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. always
Europe,
go with the
England.
bigger place.
Yeah.
Because
Well, for sure.
Because
For
if I
sure.
said, it's especially in Scotland, it's quite it's so annoying for me because it's not as bad. Swearing isn't as bad in Scotland. Like there's some words that you can say over there that you cannot say in America, and I wouldn't dream of it. But the F word is like a comma. You put it before everything. So you go like, oh, I was going to the shop. Do you know what I mean? It's like not. It's almost like when you're thinking about something and you just kind of say it. It's not like a swear.
So this Minnesota is, we call ourselves the state of hockey.
Yeah.
Is a part of hockey.
There you
It's
go.
Just, I won't say it again, boss, but that's the same use of effing this, effing that. It's
What we're saying
just,
is, what we're
put
saying
it
is
everywhere.
there's a lot of in hockey.
So,
Anyways,
okay, you got something?
yeah, I saw you at the iHeartRadio Music Festival. 'Cause I
Yes.
was there.
Yeah.
And it was a cool moment because even I, who I was trying to get away from that topic.
Sorry.
But even I, who
Sorry.
work for the company, had no idea that you were going to be there.
Uh-huh.
And so there was one artist, literally over the 2 nights that my wife had to see, and it was Alicia Keys. She's like, we can't miss it no matter what we're doing, partying, going to the craps table. Like, we're going to see Alicia Keys, right? And so we were right there at Alicia Keys, and all of a sudden, you know, you're there, and you came
Alicia
on stage.
Keys and Elisa Mees.
Yeah, Alicia Mees. And it was so cool because she was halfway through her set, and all of a sudden she says, I'm going to bring someone out to, you know, help me with this next song. And Louis Capaldi comes out. And it's like totally unexpected, and it was really cool. And it must have been a really, like, it was cool for us, but it must have been a really cool moment for you.
It was cool. It was very cool. I mean, it was actually very hot. I was very sweaty and sticky. But but yeah, it was very, very strange. It was amazing getting to do it, and she was so lovely. And I met Swizz Beats as well, her husband. And I met their son, who was so polite and lovely. And everyone that was on her team was very nice to me and very very accommodating. My only problem was she started singing "No One," right? Like, so she was,
No One, yeah.
No one, no one, and everyone's going, yes, it's the song. This is the song. She's going to sing "No One," and everyone's singing it along. And then she goes, but we're not going to do that one. I'm going to sing this one with Louis Capaldi. And I just remember thinking, oh no! At the time in soundcheck, I didn't think it was a big deal. And then I thought, all these people are going to think she's going to sing "No One" now, and she's actually going to bring out a chubby, sweaty man from Scotland to sing a song called "Someone You Loved." Do you know what I mean? Which is like, don't get me wrong, very nice. People have really enjoyed, been listening to the song, and it's been getting played a lot. So thank you very much, guys.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you in the section that we were in at the festival, everyone went nuts when you came on stage and did the song because it's almost the number one song in the country right now. So it's very popular. It's very top of mind for a lot of people. And
I was pleasantly surprised. But just that panic attack I had backstage for a brief moment while I thought, this crowd is going to turn. This Alicia Keys crowd at iHeartRadio.
It's a very
Music
family-friendly event, though.
Well, families can get pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
But
And you're in Vegas.
when the apocalypse
so-
comes, it's families that will get through it because they'll stick together as a unit, and they know how to attack as one.
Do you happen to know when the apocalypse is coming?
Yeah.
I would say
And will it be a zombie apocalypse?
no. It won't be zombies.
Okay.
It'll be
Well, I did read something
rabid
yesterday,
cats.
It'll be what?
Rabid cats.
Oh,
Cats. Great.
Good.
Cats.
Can't
will-
wait for
Anyone
that.
own any cats?
You want a cat? You want a cat? You'll be the first to
Keep
go.
it on a
Declaw your
leash.
cat.
Keep it on a leash, please.
Declaw your cat.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you think that you were asked to play? And it wasn't because of the song. You were asked to play the iHeart. Just be honest. You were asked to play the iHeart Music Festival because
Our iHeartRadio.
our iHeartRadio Music Festival because
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Our.
Corporate tag, love it. This
Do you-
man is a
It's not
company
the-
guy.
It's not the. It's our. Okay.
Sorry.
Do you want to phrase the rest of my question
No,
for me too?
just
That'd be
go.
great. Thanks. Do you think it was because you're America's sweetheart? Do you think that's probably why? It doesn't have anything to do with the song.
So, this is the thing. For those who are unaware, I announced my candidacy for America's Sweetheart quite some time ago now.
Are you not already?
Well, we've been blazing a trail. We've been blazing a
Okay.
trail for sure. And let's just say the other contenders are sweating. The usual America's Sweethearts. We were just talking about Ryan Seacrest out there, America's Sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
He's sweating. He's got a sweat on.
Yeah.
Because
So he should.
They just see this young buck with the chubbiest of cheeks. You can pinch them all day long.
But are there any other candidates right now?
Lil Nas
Okay.
X.
Okay.
And he's really killing me at the minute in the polls.
Yeah, but he sings about sandwiches, so
but who doesn't love paninis?
yeah, true. True. You guys like
Do
paninis?
you know what's more universal than heartbreak? Paninis.
I don't know.
And so there's Lil Nas. Again, he's kind of helped. You know, Billy Ray Cyrus. It's been quite some time since he was a sweetheart in America, but he's now kind of back into the fold because of that song, Old Town Road. So there's that. Who else is it? Lizzo. Lizzo's really at the minute. You just have to say she's the fave.
That's fair.
She's the fave. But look, what I'm saying to you guys is, I need your help. I want you to pick up those phones. I don't know who you.
We've now turned this into a town hall.
Yeah.
Are you accepting dollars from any
I'm accepting cash
private?
donations. Yes.
Well, but any private investors or lobbyists, etc.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. There's many people. Listen, I'm not going to. What do you call it? Capitol Hill. Congress.
Sure.
Give me like a political phrase that you use. There's many people in the White House who have got their hands in their pockets who are funding my bid to
Nice.
become America's
Nice.
next sweetheart.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very
There
much.
you go. You heard it here first.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think
in,
so too.
in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
All right, something not so serious.
I was starting to sweat. That was
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah. So we mentioned earlier on Instagram, he's just like the funniest guy ever. And there was one, I don't remember when you did it. Maybe it wasn't even on Instagram. You're just funny in general. But the story about you were at a supermarket with your mom, and
Yes.
you were putting your cart away, but you don't call it a cart. You call it.
Oh, that story about.
Yeah.
This is quite a traumatic
so
story
funny.
that you're bringing up.
It's so funny though. Do you guys? Has anyone heard this story, by the way?
Yeah. Okay, so picture the scene. Cast your minds back. I'm probably, I want to say 12 or 13 years old at this point. Maybe a bit older, maybe 14. So I'm into puberty, but not too much. Do you know what I mean? So we're in, and I'm in shopping with my mother, who I love dearly. And we're shopping, and we get the stuff, and then at the end we call shopping messages in Scotland. If you're going to get the messages, you go to the shops. So we get the messages and we put them in the back of the car. Our mum says, "Right, can you take this cart? We call it a trolley.
A trolley.
We take this. Can you take the cart back?
Uh-huh.
I'll get the car started." So I go, "No worries, Mum. I love you so much. I'll do it." So I take the cart out, and I'm thinking, "Oh, Mum's gonna love me for this." So I go back, and I put the cart in. And it's like, one of those little shelters, like little
where
cart
you
shelters.
put the cart. Yep.
So I put it in, and I turn round, and there's a lovely little old lady standing at the bottom of the entrance of the little shelter, and she says something to me, but it was like, that's what it sounded like. And do you know how sometimes, sorry, I just belched, with the elderly. Sometimes with the elderly, you can't really, if you don't hear them. I know, like my grandfather, God rest his soul, when he really is dead. But I remember when I used to speak to him, and he would say something that I couldn't understand. I would just go, yeah, because he was funny, but I couldn't hear him, so I would laugh. So this older lady comes up. She must have been about 70. I would say 79. Right? And she came up and she went, "Is it any?" And I went, and then walked away, right? Which at the time, in my head, she said something like, "Oh, you just put your message away, you put your shopping away, son." And I went, "Yeah," and walked away. What I realised as I was walking away was that she had asked me if I would put her cart away for her. To which...
So he laughed in her face.
To which I have replied... yeah, and walked away.
Little
Yeah, a lot.
little
So
14-year-old prick.
yeah, I
you
know for sure. And to be
Jeez.
and if we're being honest, this was quite some time ago. So
Did you see what you said earlier?
yeah,
Prick.
you pricking,
say that on the
a lot
radio.
of pricking and going up here. But yeah. So she is probably no longer with us, and to her, I apologise.
Yeah,
But you know what?
Yeah,
Speak the up. Do you know? It's not. I know it's like. Do you know what? Come on. We're outside.
if you learn anything from this today,
Just speak up. Say
up.
what you need to say. Right? Sorry for swearing. I heart.
Are you really sorry though?
No. Well, I am a guest, and it's your job to control me. I'm doing a bad.
You know, that's
Look at
the
this.
opposite though. Is like we kind of let our guests go.
Yeah. Hey, Jared, grab the duct tape. It's the only shot we have.
We're right. Oh, sorry, I'll put it back. There you go.
So, I also saw this one video too, and there are so many trolls on the internet, as everyone probably knows. You know, people that probably just
I thought it was a happy place.
Yes.
yeah, right. But seriously, there's people that just have nothing better to do than to talk crap and sit behind a computer or a phone, and
Yeah.
And so
Keyboard warriors.
You were saying in this video that like literally people on the internet have said that you look like the human embodiment of what BO smells like.
Yeah.
And that's so mean because
But
I smelled
also-
you when you came in here and you smell great.
You did. You had, and he went. This is the thing. What you guys didn't see it there. He'd literally. I said, "Oh, hey man, how's it going?" And he went, "Hey." That's what he did. That's what he did. So, and he did do that. So he should know. Yeah. I quite enjoy the people taking the piss out of me on the internet.
You like the trolls?
Because it's quite. And people always say that I'm making this up and I'm like doing it to put up a front. But it's honestly, I think some people are very funny, and I think that if you can laugh at yourself on the internet,
Yeah.
you're going to have a great time, because people say some fucking funny stuff. Someone said that I look like I brush my hair with a candy apple. Which is funny. That's funny. Like, do you know what I mean? I know it's like if I had.
Have you ever tried it though?
I haven't, no, but I'm sure it'd be delicious. But that's the thing. That's very funny. So I'd hate to miss out on that joke because I was so, guarded, or like I wasn't as thick-skinned. So yeah, I think it's very funny. A lot of people say I look like Meatloaf, the singer, and I don't mean Meatloaf back in the day. I mean Meatloaf in his 70s right now. Which again, funny, slightly accurate. Do you know what I mean? So it's not, but I like replying to people. I like going back to people and I mean, if you're going to be petty on the internet, I'm going to be petty on the
so
internet.
you actually
I fire, what do you call it? I clap back.
Do you do this? Where do you do this most? Because I'm going to go look.
Twitter. Go have a look on Twitter.
All right.
Yeah. But
That's generally where all the trolls live.
Exactly. Yeah. So no, I think it's good fun. But then as well, you reply to it. They don't. Everyone always goes like, "Oh, I was joking. I really like your music and stuff." Or they go, like, if someone says, because I'll search my name. I'll search Lewis Capaldi if I'm bored.
You Google yourself?
No, I Twitter search myself, and I look, because if people are saying some, I'm gonna find it out. Do you know what I mean? So I sniff it out and I go Lewis Capaldi. If I'm really bored, I don't do this. I'm quite busy. I don't do this as often. Yeah. So I go Lewis Capaldi and I scroll through and I'll find one and they haven't tagged me and I'll go, get ready for fire and brimstone, my man. And I'll retweet it and I'll reply to it on the retweet, and then the person will always say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't even tag you in it." And I says, "Yes, but you also said that I look like a melting hippo, so you don't have the privilege of not anonymity. I'm gonna retweet it and I'm gonna reply on it, and it's gonna be funny. But just if you can have a laugh, I can have a laugh too." Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't make fun of the way anyone looks or anything they can't help. I'll just make fun of, who they are as a person.
Was that the moment, the first time you did that, was that the moment you were back on your bullshit?
I'm back on my bullshit I'm not. Do you know what? I'm never really off my bullshit. So it's, but I just get back on it. By getting back on it, I'm only off my bullshit when I'm sleeping. But then when I wake up, back on my bullshit.
Seriously, think of what we've covered today so far. It's been pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Can we play a little game? It's
Twist
word
it?
association, but we're going to do it a little differently.
Sure.
Instead of me giving you a word, I'm going to show you a picture.
Right, okay.
And you tell us you only get one word.
Okay.
One word, the first word that comes to your mind when I show you this picture.
Okay.
You ready?
Right.
I'm scared.
Sex.
Sex?
Yeah.
SEX.
SEX.
Ah.
I thought that word might come later, but
Yeah, well. Moist.
Oh my God.
Moist. Moist.
Moist.
because of your hair.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Dear God.
My favorite.
Oh, 70s porn star. Or drug dealer.
Let it slide.
Yeah, I think that's what it looks like. I look like so much like that I did porn in the 80s or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Or 70s, like I said the first time.
Yeah, I was going to say 70.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so,
yeah.
70s. Yeah.
I wasn't alive during those years. Oh, receding hairline.
It's not one word.
If you put
Oh, give
hyphens
it
in
up.
between them. Slap. Sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
America's
Yeah.
sweetheart. Yeah.
Last but not least.
Just cute. Just relaxing.
That's what I got.
On a nice big
That's
beer.
awesome.
You did well. We gave him 6 out of 7 on that one. So good work.
6
Why,
stars.
he didn't get
out
one
of
right?
7 stars.
You got 6 points. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
All
take
right.
it.
I thought that we would do some questions from the audience. Does anyone have any questions that we could ask Louis Capaldi? I didn't pre-screen these, so please be proper. Although, anything goes, it looks like.
Would you rather have fingers as long as arms or arms as long as fingers?
And is water wet?
Was wet.
Wall wet. No, you got to answer this one though.
No, I'd like.
Well, would your arms be the same length, except for the fingers would be the length of your arm?
Yeah, I'd rather be. You seem to know a lot about this question. Did you discuss this beforehand? Yeah. Totally. I agree. I think fingers as long as arms because it'd just be good to have. I wouldn't have to get to shake all your hands. I wouldn't really have to get up.
He wouldn't have to get up. Yeah. Is that the same answer you would have? You haven't thought about this either.
Who wants
Just came to you.
who wants tiny little arms? The only person who would say I would like it. I would have my arms as long as my fingers is someone whose fingers were as long as their arms.
It's too deep.
Dinosaurs did all right.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, they're
want-
extinct.
Sorry.
It's true.
I wanted to know when you come to Minneapolis, is there any special sites or any special places that you want to eat? Or when you tour to different cities, do you research places to eat and things? Do you have time to do that?
Oh, I'm not much of a researcher. Because it reminds me of studying at school, and I was not very good at that.
Remember, he's really busy.
Yeah, I'm too busy. Yeah, I'm too busy on Twitter looking at my
Trolls.
Name. No, I think some places we do, like there's places that people will say and stuff. We were talking about Paisley Park in the car, which would be cool to see. I don't know if I'll have any
It's
time
a cool
to do
spot.
that. Yeah. But so we talk about stuff like that. Rarely ever get to do it. But like if you go to somewhere like Nashville, there's a great restaurant called Peg Leg Porker where I like to eat there because it's barbecue and I'm a big fat, big chubby guy. So like stuff like that. It's usually food. Usually food related, and my thighs are shaking.
But who else had a question? I don't even know what to say after that.
What was your reaction when Camila covered your song yesterday?
So those don't know Camila Cabello, superstar, pop star.
KDWB Jingle Ball artist, Camila Cabello. Yeah. Corporate guy here again.
Corporate. So she look at this. So she covered my song.
Thank you.
So she covered my song, "Someone You Loved." I don't know why I had to clarify that there. We all knew what song it was. I'm a one-hit wonder at this point. But so she covered the song, and it was incredible. And the first thing I think is, well, I'm going to get some royalties from this. And then I think, well, Camila's singing it. It's probably the sales are probably because they're going to go up in sales. The sales are going to go up. I'm going to make some more money off of this. That's what I think. That's the selfish man in me. And then I watch it, and I say, "This is beautiful," and it was beautiful. And it's pretty crazy that. So Camila's done it, and the Jonas Brothers have done it. Bastille did a cover of it as well. There's been loads of people, and it's like, it's very, I'm giving you a serious answer now. It's very, 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 very strange because they're all very big famous guys and gals.
It's got to be somewhat humbling, right? I mean,
I think, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's very strange. I don't know. It's just very hard to react. You don't know what to think, really. You do a lot of this. Come on! You do a lot of that. That's with my reaction. But yeah, no, it was incredible, and she's incredible, and I'm so happy that she did it. And
Plus streaming probably went up.
Plus streaming probably went up. So yeah, thank you, Camila. Thank you, Camila, for the dollar.
for the dollar.
Describe your perfect day.
My perfect day. So it starts around, the crack of 2 p.m. and I get up then and I kind of mill about all day. The thing is about my perfect day is a day off, probably. No, it's not though. It's a day where we've got like a gig, like a good gig at night, and I've got a day off the next day, right? So I've got a big gig that night, I've got a day off the next day, but I've got the day off. So I wake up at 2 p.m, go eat some fast food, stick it in my throat, put it down, swallow it, wait, bowel movement. That's how it usually goes. I've eaten McDonald's before, but so do that, and then what else do I do? I spend a lot of time on YouTube, just looking at rubbish. There's a guy on YouTube that I really like who just goes and finds poisonous animals and then gets them to sting him or bite him. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. He goes and finds these animals that are like poisonous or very dangerous, and just he catches them and he gets them on like little tweezers. In the wild, he doesn't like cap, and he goes like this. He doesn't choke the animal like that. He gets like little tweezers and goes like, and he holds it on his arm, on his hand, and he just waits, and then it will just sting him, and you're like, you're the weirdest person I've ever come across in my life. So he does that, and I watch that for hours because I've nothing better to do with my time. Then maybe I FaceTime my mum and dad, and they tell me that I look fat.
Wow.
And I need to stop. I need to start. You're looking like you put a bit of weight on, Lewis. And I'll go, no, it's fine. It's just because of the way I'm sitting. And the way I'm sitting is, I'm sitting down as a chubby boy. That's the problem. That's the problem. And then what happens is we do the gig, and it goes terrifically well. It goes amazing. Everyone's having a great time. And then afterwards, we all go get drunk. And then the next day, I'm hungover and sad. Probably it.
Sounds
Have
like a
any
great
of you
day.
been in here for Studio C with Matt Nathanson? This is the new Matt Nathanson. Holy smokes. Do you know who that is? Singer-songwriter fellow from San Francisco? He's sort of like you, where you just wind him up and let him go.
Wind him up and let him go.
Yeah, like a wind-up toy, but
Yeah,
in a
oh.
good way.
Oh, cool, lovely. Well, what does he? Matt? Is that his name?
Matt Nathanson, yeah.
Matt Nathanson.
You guys should do a stand-up comedy tour together. I
Yeah.
think.
You're my boy,
You
Matt.
tour together. He
My boy,
opens for
Blue.
you because you're obviously a giant star, and then you open for each other with. I said it.
Yeah.
Right. I said it.
This guy. This guy.
Anyone else want to ask? We have like a few more minutes. So, what's your question? You can just say it. I guess you're close enough. Oh, never mind.
I have a question. Is your birthday coming up?
It is. My birthday is, what day is it today? The 3rd of October. My birthday's on Monday. You have my birthday? You're the 7th of October.
Same
look at
year?
that. Same year. Yeah. What are you gonna do on your birthday? What are you going to do for your birthday?
I'm not doing a thing. Are you going to be here? Are you going to celebrate? I've got a birthday cake already in the freezer.
I'm going to be in Montreal.
You are. It's a wonderful city.
Yeah, I've been once. So yeah, I'll be in Montreal playing a gig. It'll be my perfect day, maybe. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be 23 years old. Yeah, which is quite interesting being 23 because you're 23, then you're 30, then you're 45, then you're 90.
Take it easy.
And
Take
you're-
it easy.
And you're gone.
Next step is gone for me.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It goes.
Hey, can we wrap it up with one serious question?
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about this song that you've got.
Okay.
Have you heard about it? That's kind of a big deal.
Which one?
The Someone You Loved.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's I've got an album out. There are 12 songs. There are 11 songs that aren't as good as Someone You Loved on the album, and you should buy it.
It's not just a breakup song, is it?
No, it's not. It's very sad.
Yeah. Talk about because it's
Songs about people dying. So it's not. Which I know the way I'm saying it, I deal with death in a very strange way when I laugh at it. But I go death, ha ha ha. That's what I do. No, the song is about. I'd written a lot of songs on the album about breakup, a specific breakup with a lady, and I'd kind of just got bored. I'd kind of just got bored of writing about the same breakup over and over again because we broke up when I was 19, and by the time I finished writing the album, I would have been 22. So I wrote this song about me, kind of because it kind of still you can still apply it to breakups, but it's more about one of the things that happened during that time was during the time of making the album, everything was great. The only big things that happened that were bad were breaking up with this girl and people in my family snuffing it, popping their clogs, dying, right? So that was the first time I dealt with death as an adult or as a young adult, yeah. So the first time I dealt with it is that. So I wrote this song about, my feelings towards losing people, whether it be through bereavement or, I don't know why I added an extra B to bereavement there, whether it's through bereavement or, it could be breaking up with someone, or could be just a friend that you don't really speak to as much. And I think it's a song of that thing of, you don't really know I feel like you don't really know your grandparents, for example. You don't really get to know them properly, and other than beyond just this my mum's old dad or my dad's old mum. You don't really get to know them beyond that point until you're I'd say late teens, early 20s. So it's when I first started to get to know, my grandmother or my grandfather, and know them beyond just being that old person whose house I go to. And then they die, which is a very sad thing. And then you're kind of, just as I was kind of getting to know you properly, it feels like, you died, which is quite sad. What a f***ing sad note
Are
to
you
end
going to
on.
donate your brain to science?
I'll donate all my organs to other people, for sure. I mean, except from, the ones that are going to be useless, which will be, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Louis Capaldi.